Matty Longstaff has signed a contract.
Obviously, it's been massive. Ultimately, he's the one who came in and gave us my start, and obviously didn't have to do that. But I'm grateful for that, and obviously he's come out and said that he wanted to stay, and I'm delighted for that. And obviously now I've got to go and kind of prove why he wanted that. Obviously, like we've said before, it probably took a bit longer than we wanted, but ultimately I'm delighted that I'm going to be working with him and the coaching staff who I loved working with last year, and obviously I need to go and kind of repay them for wanting to keep me around.
It's not at Leeds, it's not at Udinese, it's not at Brighton, it's not at Watford, it's at Newcastle United. Who would have thought it after all of this time? He's gone and committed his long-term future to the club, finally. Finally, what a huge sigh of relief. One of the academy's brightest prospects for many a year now. And we've got him. It didn't seem likely at all. It looked like his head had been turned and he was on his way. It wasn't really down to the money from what we've heard. It was about his development, which had stagnated from January. Nabil Bentaleb's move, which Steve Bruce today confirmed that it will not be made into a permanent, thankfully. So back to Schalke he goes, and Matty can get down now to first team football, to challenge him for first team football as that centre midfield department, along with Jeff Hendrick, who's expected to sign shortly. There's some real competition for places now in that centre midfield. There's some real good battle for places there, so that's only a good thing. Strength in depth is what this squad is lacking, and that's now what we've got in that area at least. The one thing I don't want to hear, otherwise I will scream, is the phrase "like a new signing." I don't want to hear that. We still need bodies through the door, and we need them quick. Time's running out. We need strikers. We need left-sided defenders. Arguably, we even need right-sided defenders, but with three already there who are pretty average, that's not really a priority all of a sudden with the way this transfer window is working out. So, crucially though, we've got a tenacious midfielder in the middle of the park, some real fire in his belly, local lad. We always love local lads coming through. It's not always happened the correct way with our academy players of late, but we've got a nice core in there. The two Longstaff, Paul Dummett, even Mark Gillespie, who was in the academy back in the day. I know he's only going to be third choice goalkeeper, but having him around, like Andy Carroll, when he's not on the treatment table, is only a good thing to have around Newcastle United. So it's a relief. It's unexpected. Steve Bruce said he was always quietly confident of keeping him, and he's done it. So credit to him, despite, as I say earlier, hindering his development from January onwards. He's convinced the lad to put pen to paper, and it's personally, I'm absolutely delighted. This kid can play. We've seen it when he burst onto that scene in that famous win over Manchester United. Debut goal, backed it up again at Old Trafford. All right, the result didn't go as well, but he put in some shifts away at Wolverhampton in January, and we want to see him kick on. We want to see him develop we want to see him mature into. If he fulfills his potential, there's no reason why him and his brother and Isaac Hayden can't be putting on the three Lions of England in the next few years. But it's a great coup for Steve Bruce, and he needed one because the pressure is on. The pressure is on. He said he will try to add to the squad. He needs to add to that squad. He needs to move out of that squad as well. When you see the likes of Matty turn up for pre-season training, your heart sinks a little bit. But yeah, Matty Longstaff, long-term future, absolutely fantastic.
And just before we wrap up, Sam has forgot to cut to me to read out the statements. Very unprofessional behaviour, very arrogant of him. But let's have a look at what Bruce said. I'm delighted that he's committed himself. It's great to see a young lad from North Shields staying with his boyhood club. It's taken a while, but patience is a virtue, and I've always said that I've been quietly confident. We never want to lose our good young players, and it's an important time for Matty now. I do believe that the speculation affected him, so let's hope that we get to see the real Matty, the one who burst onto the scene before last Christmas, and let's see him come and perform to the level which we hope he can maintain. So please let us know what you think of the contract situation. Just 2 years. It seemed to be a case of Matty's development. I think the club are fairly confident as well that he will develop. If not, they're not tied in a long-term contract where the wages will increase. Is it a good thing? If it's a bad thing, please let me know in the comments down below. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.